Hello, this is the Funding CEO, and I am back. Happy Thursday. Um, Getting right down to business, guys. Funding credit. Um, have had a wonderful, wonderful year thus far. Appreciate everybody that's definitely been patient with us, doing a lot of overhaul in infrastructure of the business. A lot of things are going to be coming out. Can be very well received. Been a lot of hard work going on, and we're looking forward to having this system and these products and everything fully automated and ready to go. We just hired a professional sales team on the front end and on the back for the most part, and we're really getting trained up to to really bring y'all some really good stuff. So with that being said, it's time to, go full fledged into marketing. It's a lot of things that I was wanting to do 3 months ago, but I see now I was nowhere close. But today's topic again, man, it goes right back into a lot of things that I've already had put out there in my personal life, but it comes to having a hybrid model. And so hybrid model, guys, for me, how I learned it is how you can look at all the tax benefits. You can look at all the relative revenue streams, all kinds of things that's coming through you. But at the end of the day, how does that look when it comes to your clients? How does that look when it comes to the community? And how does that look when it comes to the banks? Banks, community, clients, right? So with that being said, the clients pay you, the banks pay you, but the community can pay you too. If you set up appropriately, if you're set up right, if you have the right certifications, or you set up that you can either be more from get receiving government contracts, or you license. Do you have certain verbiage on your operations agreement that you can work with certain other organizations? Then they can do the work. As long as you signed up for it, you don't have to do the work. So there's a lot of things that I want to get people to understand. You can really do a whole lot of revenue streams and still not get out of what you do, and not call that a hybrid model. A lot of people will say, well, Marvin, is that just a profit business and a non-profit business working, together, and if one takes care of the other? Well, you can do that. A lot of people have done that and really been successful with it. But so now I'm just wanting to break it out so it can be like a little bit more logical, of showing people that, when you're creating businesses or you're doing stuff out here, a lot of people, you don't have to always be the front guy to get things done. Take it for instance, I got a call yesterday. Good friend of mine, mentor of mine, called me from DC. He has like $3 million in lines of credit. He says, Marvin, you got 10 or 12 grand sitting around? I said, yeah. He says, well, you ready to get in the game? I said, yeah. He says, all right. So we're going to put the contracts together. We got some stuff going on. I'll send you all the information you need, whatever you need, questions on. He called back today. We talked about a little bit more funding, about what's going to take place. And it's just going to be a real big deal. So what I'm saying is, guys, hybrid model means that you don't have to run the business, but you can be a part of the business. You see what I'm saying? Just like if you go out right now and go get your own 501(c), you have to have a board. You have to have people on your board that are decision makers, but you're the founder, right? Just like within a profit business, you can have the chief executive officer, which is the CEO. You can have the chief financial officer, the guy that runs the numbers. You can have all different tiers of in your business, and some of these people can have a piece of your business. Be more included in for us the range of how much the businesses in the liquidity, how much they making, how much they doing quarterly. They get a piece of how much they bringing into the business, meaning running the business so successfully that you give them a piece of the revenue. I've seen that. I've seen people that actually work for the business and own the business. Okay. And then I've seen other people that have never seen the business in their life and they're making revenue off the business. You see what I'm saying? So you got to always, that's why I always tell you, funding CEO always says, make sure you're fundable. Because I'm going to tell you why. The reason why LeBron and a lot of these other guys, it's like with LeBron, he jumped on, he said, I don't know what came out. Maybe it's true, it's not true. From what I saw yesterday, he's supposed to be buying into the Boston Red Sox. But what I know when it comes to, I like hip hop, by the way, so I can always go Jay-Z, Nas, RZA. They're all jumping in a lot of different other aspects. A lot of it is technology based, but they don't know nothing about none of that stuff. But they do know one thing. With the money that they have, they can invest. And they get the people, they puts them in the right areas to invest into the right corporations, into the right brands, and they make a piece out of it. Right? You see what I'm saying? So the thing is what I say, I'm going back to the basics. Are you fundable? Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. Yeah, you can go and work somewhere for 20 years and go pull all your money out of your 401k. You can have a life insurance and pull some money out of there. You can pull money out of a life savings. But at the end of the day, why would you even want to go out and deplete those things when all you got to do is come over to via someone like myself or someone over and know how to leverage what you have going on that you work for day to day and be fundable. So when something comes your way, my brother Louie can have one of the most amazing digital platform graphic design businesses you could ever think of. And he's planning on doing a lot of stuff. You don't think if people ever say, hey, Marv, you want a piece? You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is how much it's gonna cost. I know how I know how he does, I know how hard it works, I know how it's gonna look. And and that's it. Like, all right, man, when we get this amount of money, then he pays me off. Yeah, that's how, whatever. That's just how people get into business, man. I don't want people to get so frantic when they say, oh, business, 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 because business are meant to not work, not to be worked. They're meant to be sold. That's why you call it acquisitions. People buy businesses. People buy franchises. And you still making your money. You see what I'm saying? People are investing in your idea. If your idea is almost turnkey and they know that it's just like McDonald's, you can put McDonald's on any corner in the United States. It's going to work because it's a system, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't own McDonald's. They just give you a store, right? And you make money and you're a franchise owner. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm learning to look at it from a lot of different perspectives. If you do it right and you do it right and you do it the first time, which my team is actually working on some stuff right now, what we want to do, and be able to put it out there that, hey, it's going to be right. So, and then when we set that baby off, like we were looking at yesterday, Louis was looking at these new spaceships, they tested it. You got to test it. So, I'm saying, okay, I'm looking at what we got going on. So this is what's going on. This is sort of cool, So, and then when everybody see it, they, hey, I want that. I want that. I want that. So, and then, that'll be a great thing. But other than that, guys, what I'm talking about when it comes to hybrid models is to make sure that you're putting appropriate business models around your life that goes on with what you do. So it's like Jay-Z said, he said, man, I like basketball. So I wound up buying a basketball team. I like sports. He winds up having a sports media agency, right? Guys, he are their agent. He's their agent, right? He likes the liquor and the clothes and the music. So everything that he likes, Tidal. See what I'm saying? You see, he just sold Tidal, I think, for like $200-something million. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get you guys to see is it's got to be something that's in your taste buds, stuff that you like, and you'll do very well with it. And if you do well with it, someone will come and want to buy it from you. But if you set it up right, you invest in it, you put the right things in it, it's going to work. So now, definitely make sure, one, guys, all your veterans out there, like myself, make sure that you are known and you have the credentials of a federal owned business. Okay. Make sure that your certifications is in there for whatever career set that you're in. Make sure that your business is set up appropriately, that it can be conducive to government grants, contracts. Set yourself up as an individual that you can go out and be the storyteller of what you do and how you do it, right? So that means that you not only have the business, but you're the expert, quote unquote, that can go out there and speak on the business. You can go out and teach the business. You see what I'm saying? So, just like for me, okay, funding credit. I got the Funding Credit Academy that's coming off the ground. And then also I have, opportunities to go out. And now I'm going to be talking to Matthew Knowles out in San Diego, one-on-one, talking about the business. He wants to hear more, right? So my good friend here, Louie, and stuff like that. See, we've been sitting ourselves prepared for this stuff, guys. I know y'all been seeing it, throwing it up, but it was for a reason. It's not only reminding us about where we want to try to go and take our lives, but we also have to pinch ourselves because it's real. It's really like everything that we're saying is actually happening. So it's really, that thing can go from here in North Carolina. Next thing you know, it could be all over the country with these people that we're about to be doing business with. And then what I'm liking about what I'm saying, guys, is that when you get to someone at a level like that, it wouldn't be nothing. And I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag, but it wouldn't nothing for me and Louis to lay it out and say, this is how it runs. Like he's pretty much got it as a sort of as a blueprint. Like this is it, and so that's something that I've never really had a business plan, but now it's sort of like it's all like I said, it's pretty much the blueprint. So and it's really, really, really intense because I look at it and I'm like, damn, I didn't know how much was actually going on in this business. It actually had to be put together in a way of being able to communicate with people and be able to keep everybody on the same page, nobody missing a beat, or if they do miss a beat, they can go back to it. Like it's crazy. And so with that being said, guys, this whole thing that's going on out here, you got guys putting $20,000, $15,000, $30,000 in the ad campaigns and running courses all day, every day. Big shout out to a lot of the guys down in the A. I forgot this guy Marcus. He got the what do you call it? The recess. They sort of like either Corona, something recess or something based on a lot of things about the credit and business world. And let me see who else. William. Let's see, I'm thinking Wildtree. I think his name. There's a couple other ones out there as well, but they're doing very well with these courses. And so I've really been, looking forward to really getting out there, engaging in a lot of stuff that I got going on because of course, I have the Funding Credit, but I have the Metamarvin too. So what I mean, guys, is the hybrid model is when you can be able to diversify your model and still be in your model. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like I'm over here and I'm saying, okay, well, I'm cutting grass today, but over here, I'm working in an ice cream parlor. That would be a little, it can be done, but it's almost like here and there. Why would you want to be cutting grass and then, and then now you're over here, putting ice cream scoops on on people's ice cream. But what you could do, you could own the land and having someone mowing your grass, and you have ice cream parlor on your land. You can also have an ice cream parlor, and you could have the trucks to bring the equipment and things or whatever you need to keep the ice cream parlor running. But you also could have a truck that can bring the lawnmowers and whatever it needs to keep the land going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not getting outside of what you do, but you controlling it all. So for me, the Wisdom Foundation, the Funding Credit, the Paradigm Financial, and the Meta Marvin, they're all different things, but they're all pretty much almost still the same. They're saying the same stuff, but in different ways, if that makes sense to you, right? The Meta Marvin speaks about spiritual economics and principalities and things like that, mindset, right? Paradigm does business consulting. Funding Credit does all aspects of funding and business. And then Wisdom Foundation does, mentoring, teaching people, mentoring, right? So for me, that's my type of personality. That's who I am. That's what I like to do. And I can run all four of those and can be and keep my feet planted on who I am and not get lost and doing a lot of other stuff. It's like a part of my life. A lot of people invite me to certain things to speak. A lot of people invite me a lot of things to come to events. A lot of people come for me to come and see their events. It keeps me connected to grant writers. It keeps me connected to CMS schools. It keeps me connected to now the malls. It keeps me connected to a lot of people that's really in a lot of decent places because that's what I do, And so what I mean is, guys, is that it's really not hard to get your feet planted, understand how you can go out here. And I have letters, I have things that I'm about to start rolling out to you people. And I'm gonna have letters and showing you how to run a business credit that you can go out and get you $500,000, or you can go out to a car lot right now. I got pieces of paper that I could show you that you could walk into a car lot right now if you had this paper, and you wouldn't even have to be the CEO of the business. But basically, what this paper would tell the car lot, based on this guy's business credit, they will give you one car, two cars, three cars, however many cars that you want. It's just two things that they're looking for. If you want it, there'll be to be continued. That's part of what it's about, But so it's about setting up a business, setting it up correctly. And then when you have the right paperwork, guys, you don't have to go in and go through what other people go through, because it's all in the paperwork. It's all in the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So the type of stuff that I have, someone else can go on my behalf and say, hey, I'm a member of Universal Command Global. I'd like to get 6 TVs, this, and that. And they can be able to do so. They show show the people in the store the paper. They show them that they are part of a decision-making model on the operations agreement in certain other areas. And people would look up the business, look up that, look and see the pay decks, the Dun and Brad, and all that good stuff. Hey man, the limit is this much. Go get what you need to get, and that's how it goes. So, you got to build the businesses and build it accordingly, guys. And once you get the credits, and get those business credit aspects built to a way that you can go out here and really blow it out the water, and that's when you get in a playing field that cash is king, but credit is power. Cash is power. I'm telling you, because it's like I always tell people, yeah, man, yeah, you got cash, yeah, you can go get a car, but I don't think nobody would want to go out and get the RAV or go get the Afro Romero or one of these $200,000 or $300,000 or $400,000 cars. Would you go and pay that in cash? I don't believe so. So what has the power? The credit, right? The business credit, right? But what I'm trying to get you guys to see is it's a lifestyle, because if you go out, imagine if you could go out and use your business credit on the things that you like, right? Yeah, now, when I say business, y'all sitting up here thinking about old faxes and microphones and stuff like that. I'm saying you can create any kind of business you want. And any kind of business can have business credit. That's your lifestyle, right? Any entrepreneur know every day they wake up, they doing something in their business, right? You know what I'm saying? Take it from Louis. Louis, he has clients, he has things going on. Rather want to be behind the scene, he want to make the flyers or whatever the case may be. He like, hey man, I want to go out and and get the best equipment out there. And then, he could do it, and then he could go out and be able to have enough money that could do so we could have 6 or 7 people working for him to run the equipment, right? Then he could turn right back around and open up a nonprofit and then start doing things for kids. He could start taking graduation photos for kids that don't even have the money to pay for the graduation photos, right? Right? Yeah. See, people don't think like that. That's what he do. But now he's giving it to the community. Like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm doing this because he's solving a problem in the community with his skill sets. Now, what he's doing for the community, they're going to wind up paying him. Somebody's going to come to him and say, hey, based off what you're doing, I like what you're doing. I'm going to give you money for what you're doing because you're doing it for free. Now, I'm saying this in layman terms, guys, because don't try to, oh, that ain't all it, because, I understand what really could go on, but I'm just giving you guys examples of how you could pretty much put your life into a atmosphere of what you love to do and run a business. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to go out here and say, oh, hey, man, that's what's making the most money and tie your whole life up into 5 or 6 years of trying to learn what you like. What you need to do is go get a business, swell that bad boy up, get it ready for business credit, and get it ready for the world, you get it dressed up, and you go out there and you get the best person to run it. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Because what I'm trying to get you guys to see is that time is really moving around pretty fast these days, guys. And the kids are getting up. They're trying to start making really big decisions based on this COVID stuff. So people got to really think, what am I going to be doing in the next 2 to 3 years? And you really need to think about that because right now the rubber's hitting the road, guys. And I'm telling you, and I keep telling you, things are changing. And you're starting to hear about these large corporations that has thousands and thousands of people that's working for them. They're so built up to a point that they're in this country. They're trying to segment their corporations and have government policy. They're trying to have their own rules. You know how you work for a job and certain rules that you got to tuck your shirt in? You got to be there at a certain time. You can't eat beyond that yellow line. Don't bring anything in the call center. Well, that's going to wind up being a government, like a law. You know why? Because the more people that you employ, the more people that you hire, this country respects that to a point because they know what you're doing with the economy. And certain people that's out there, like Amazon, Bezos, and those guys, he's not up on Capitol Hill or he's not right across the street on Pennsylvania Avenue from DC, and he's just going over there to hang out with his wife. You know what I'm saying? He's neighbors. He's living next to the White House because for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of what we call after party, it's the party. Like they're politicking on a higher level. So what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to say so much high on that level or whatever, but morph your life into stuff that you like to do because you need to get engaged into business aspect. Just don't have it to a place that everywhere you go to make money, you're walking into the lion's den. if you will. You know, you have to create something that somebody has to come into your audience then. If I'm saying this correctly, I'm just trying to get you to think about it right. You know, I talk with guys that I'm tight with, and we talk and throw it around all the time. Like, yeah, you know, we can be able to walk in a room and not get bit because we all know what time it is. Like, you know, we work with people, but we don't get caught up too much to be like, oh, this is it for the rest of my, you know, like you have to sort of know where is it going, where are you going. You know, hey man, we're gonna kill it for the next 2 years. All right, cool. Then we're gonna sell it, right? Do something else. Yeah, you can't just get caught up when somebody's saying, hey man, I'm about to do this for the next 30 years. I don't want to be around that person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can do so many things, you know what I'm saying, that can come into your life and make money because it's technology, man. Plug and play, you know? Yeah, all that working somewhere for 30, 40 years and all that. I mean, it's cool, guys, but I don't really foresee that happening anymore. You know, even the way cars are getting built, that's probably one of the most biggest industries there ever was, you know. I mean, think about it. Ford, Chevrolet, I mean, these cars are changing. Next thing you know, we're going to have some jets and stuff going on around here. You know, people going to have to be going to school to learn how to almost not build airplanes, but build cars that can fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to start thinking more futuristic and be bold into what you're doing with your life. And, we were talking about today, like, yeah, man, like, hey, I'm about to get this other LLC. Like, yeah, you need to. You really need to, because that's going to be the driving force. That's what the money coming through. You see how this stuff coming out, the PPP and all that stuff. You see what they asking for? You see what I'm saying? They get that payroll protection plan. When you have more accountability, when they see you building a business or you paying people, they treat you like the big boy. So imagine these people right now that has like Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, I love to see what he got in PPP. And his actually company, I think, grew during the economy. I mean, during the pandemic, But I've had some underwriters that came to me in the last couple of weeks, and they says, man, we're writing out, 40, 50, $60 million out to certain people with these PPPs, man, because you're stepping out and you're setting the parameters up of that. Okay, hey, this is what it takes to run the business. This is going to be my payroll. This is what you get. But the only way that you're going to be able to get into those areas, guys, is you got to get your feet planted on what you're going to do. Sound like James Brown. What are you going to do? I don't want to see you guys get caught up. I'm telling you something. The best thing you can do is get the cheese, but don't get caught in the rat trap. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the in the trap. You got to get the cheese, but don't get the money, but don't get caught up in the trap. Does that make sense? Get the cheese before it slap on. Don't have to work in it. Work on it. And the only way that you can do that is you have to get to understanding what works for you, maybe the best investment. There's all kind of different things for us, the camaraderie of how people are trading. A lot of different things. The stock market is out here. If that's your type of thing, get around someone that you can invest in or confide in, rather, and via you're going to know it and work it and put your time into it, or you're going to get someone that's going to do it for you. But you can't do that if you're not fundable. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't took up on my guy's deal yesterday when he told me he's about to pretty much buy up a whole military base up in off the coast of DC and Virginia, right? They're giving it to him for nothing, almost, and they're gonna go in there and build like crazy. So you have to have the type of platform that you can invest in yourself and still live your life, right? You see what I'm saying? Because so let's take this for instance. I like to talk layman terms, guys. This hybrid model thing, I've been wanting to sort of put it out there because I could be willing to talk to you sometime. It's not about credit and all that. You want to call and do a consultation, we can do it. But this is the thing. Just it's so easy when you see how people go out here. If you guys say we go to California right now. We pack up our stuff. We go to California right now. You go to California. What's going to be the first thing you do? Say we're living in a hotel room. We ain't got nothing. I mean, I ain't saying we have nothing, but we don't have any connections or most people don't do that. Of course, they go with someone. They wouldn't have got somebody there waiting for them, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, it's either you're going to go there, you're going to go there and anchor and get in business, or you're going to go there, anchor, and be working in someone else's business. You see what I'm saying? So no matter where you go, you got to always think about what I'm trying to tell you, right? So then in the next 3 or 4 months, you would call someone like me. If I was in LA, hey, Marvin, how you doing? Hey, man, I think I done got me a niche. What you mean, Marv? Hey, man, I got some guys out here, man. I'm telling you, man, when I talk about, businesses that's so fundable, oh, man, I think they're out here. They into this new animated studios out here, man. Or these people out here are killing these food trucks. Or these guys out here, man, they doing some type of new, ice cream, whatever it is. But whatever out there, I guarantee you, Marvin is going to be out there on that. You're not going to call me 3 or 4 months from now and be like, Marvin, what you doing? Oh, man, I found it's a good dude, man. He looked out for me, man. Dude gave me a job, man. The dude gave me a job, man. And hell, man, I think he's going to give me 80 hours or much as I want to work. No, you see what I'm saying? So you're going to work to build him for him to live in that great neighborhood. And you're going to be trying to get out of that hotel room to get you a 2-bedroom apartment. You understand what I'm saying? So the dynamics of who you know, how you move, right? Because it's like right now, people are like, well, man, I don't know how to open up a business. I don't know how to do all these things. Well, you don't need to know. Who do you hang out with? Who are you talking to? I mean, I can walk in my office tomorrow and get an LLC. I can get my business credit done. I have business credit, so I can do my own. I can go out and invest in real estate. I have all that. Because you know what? That's what I'm talking all the time. So that's what's around me, guys. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get into whatever's going to be. You want to, that's what I'm talking about. That the hybrid model now, guys, is people stepping into who they are and making a business. It's not that hard. And I'm not trying to tell people to walk off their jobs, but I'm just saying, man, not selfish. I said that in the Metamorphin. It's self-love, man. Love this life. Live it on the higher level. And what you don't know, find it out. Just make a few phone calls. You find everything else out. I'm just trying to give you advances on how this government is giving it to keep our economy going. And if you're not going to get into the race or into the avenues of being able to get that low-hanging fruit, guys, you're going to be minute. You're going to be this small. You're going to be standing in line for toilet tissue. You understand? Really, things are changing. A lot of my brothers around here talking about sovereignty. They're talking about separating themselves. They're talking about dual citizenship. They're talking about investing internationally. They're talking about investing into more resources that they know of or they can get their hands on. You see? So I understand that y'all can go to work and sit beside whoever you love. Hey, man, what's up? Or whatever. And you like the people that you work with. I'm not demising the hardworking people out there. I love y'all. Get it twisted. But I guarantee you that whatever you're doing, there is no excuse why you couldn't still open up a business. You could open up a business right now and I mean, okay, put it this way. Just like if you want to be an independent contractor, and I don't want to sit up here and say, guys, don't take me the wrong way. When I say hybrid model, and I'm talking about going out here and diversifying your life, I'm not saying you got to go out here and build a corporation and have the building and have 20,000. I'm saying you go out here. I mean, I see people just go out there and work for Uber that's successful. I mean, they like to ride and talk. I mean, that's your subcontractor, right? You ain't no W-2, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really, that's what you love to do, and you could do that. But even subcontractors have a title as somewhat of entrepreneurship, right? You work when you want to work. You go when you want to go. I mean, there's certain guidelines, but at the end of the day, that's still creating another hybrid type of business model for yourself. I know y'all guys are Marvin always talking business. You always talking. Well, I'm going to always be talking business because you're in the United States of America and it's a business. You see what I'm saying? United States of America is a corporation, man. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all think y'all at? You know, you think you're in the land of the free. You're in the land of the working people that looks to be free. And if you want to be free, then a lot of this stuff is going to come with you having to have your own. You're going to have your own type of control of where your life is going. You understand? And be able to manage your time wisely and be able to go out. Because that's life, guys. I mean, why would you want somebody to tell you to how to actually run your whole life? Right? Sometimes me, Louis, and one of my guys were talking, man, hey, man, when we going to get together? We say when we're going to get together. Okay, we're going to get together one. Ain't nobody telling us when to get together. We're making those choices when we're going to go because that ain't how we moving, right? We get it done. We know we got to get it done. But that's the entrepreneur spirit of it, man. Listen, you already know Friday, man. We're going to have to go ahead and get all this knocked out. We got to go ahead and get it knocked out because we know what's the next level. We had this stuff painted out pretty much in our head at the coming into 2021. I made some deals, put some things together, laid going into the mall. Okay, boom, that popped up. Okay, there's an academy. Going down to Texas. Okay, now I got mortgage companies ready to get with me. Okay, I got all these all these other big companies that wants to plug and play. Okay, let's get the stuff automated. Let's go ahead and build. Let's get 8 more people to work for us. Right now, I've been doing credit been having a credit company going on 6 years now. You know how many credit files I've ever done in my life? 0. I have never done one credit file in my life. None. I've never even touched one. Right? So how do you see yourself in this market on what you're trying to do? What are you trying to do? Y'all trying to work hard? Well, work hard of figuring it out so it can be easy. This is the toughest part right here. But as far as going out and working hard, I understand being strong-willed. You're looking at one. I understand, you going out and loving what you do. But guys, these days it's time to tell you it is a change going on. And if you don't get engaged into the right business model, it's going to hurt you. How are you going to be able to go out and put a trust around your family? How are you going to be able to put a trust around your bank accounts? What about your assets? What about your insurance policies? Right? Now, big ups to my mom. Big up to Mom Dukes. Mom Dukes, she killed it. She wouldn't put it up, but I ain't going to put her business out there. But she right. She ready. You know what I'm saying? She ready. You know what I'm saying? Will, trust, own both of the cribs, insurance policies, power of attorney. She ready to rock. And I have to say, even with what before I even got in business, she impressed that into me. Like, no, don't get emotional. No, because something's gonna happen to me one day, and you need to go ahead and be ready. We're gonna talk about it today. And I thank God for that, man. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's right. Keep the fire lit because you're gonna have somebody in your family gonna have to stand up and say, like, look, God, now something will happen to one of us. Next time you sit at a table with people and say, man, one of y'all happen. How many of y'all you got life insurance? Like who, because it's like $14,000 to bury you. I love you, but I'm just asking, do you have anything that can help you if something dies? Like if you die, what's up? You gonna put your mom in that situation, man? She gonna have to come up and beg people for $14,000. They're gonna have to burn you up. I mean, unless that's what you want, that's cool. But let's start talking about real stuff out here, guys, because we like on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? As long as we make it that little $2,000, $1,000, 500, 2,000, it's about what you do with that money. We talked about that. Is that when you get it, you gotta. It's like, you know, when you get the money, you get a currency is not meant to be held, guys. Forget a savings account. Forget about it. I know everybody believes, oh man, I gotta have a savings for hard times. No, you need insurance policies that you can take money out of if it's hard times. You need vehicles that's going to be making you money. Forget a savings account. You mean to tell me how you saving when you're going to put something in the bank and you go back 6 or 7 months and the same amount of money in there? How you saving? How is that saving? It's not. It's nothing moving. It's nothing is growing any. It's not no profit level and none of that. Right? So you could be working in the hospital right now and could be looking in for people looking into getting into some trading, some stocks. What's hot? What's in the hospitals now? Are you looking at different types of machinery? You know, what do people really going to need? What are people need to have in the hospital and they needing their homes right now? Right? Telemedicine, right? You're around stuff. Look into it. Oh man, you know what? I could get, oh wow. You see what I'm saying? Don't be scared, guys, to just look outside the box. Look what's around you. You know, I'm trying to always giving people the lifestyle that's right there in front of them. And they can't see it or feel it because they ain't doing their research. They feel like it's not doable or they feel like they can't do it. Everybody else doing it, and if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it anyway, right? And so that's about the magic of not knowing. That's the magic of entrepreneurship, figuring it out. You know, that's what my man Louis big on that. Man, listen, man, I'm gonna figure it out. And he got me saying, you know, because it's real, it's magic with him. Man, I'm gonna figure it out, and he do every damn time. You know, it's crazy. You know, but he likes it, and I get it though, because you know you got to figure out what people mind. A lot of people don't like. No, I'm gonna figure this thing out because it's a challenge. Like I can do it, like you know. But if that's in you, that's not in everybody. But I'm saying, guys, on realistic terms, even if you don't want to see yourself as an entrepreneur, you don't see yourself out being in a thriving business, put your money in something that you know that's good and it's going to make you money. Protect your family, put your things in instruments and models that you know that's going to go out here and it's going to make you some money. Okay? Don't just put yourself and put all means just because, man, if your body go down, you get sick, God forbid, man, you're going to be hurt. You hear me? Then your mama going to go down, your kids going to go down, everything around you going to go down because something happened. That act of God, just whatever. You see? And you don't have nothing to say, oh man, I got 4, I got 5, you know, I'll be all right. I can chill out, man. I ain't feeling good. I'm gonna just fall back for 2 weeks. Right? You know, so, or I want to take a vacation, you know, or I want to do this, I want to do that. So I thrive in, you know, if I'm going to go somewhere, and I said it to myself, now this is me. I said that when y'all see me, when I go to this particular country and these particular places, I'm not going to say that where I'm going with an investment mindset because I'm going very intentional. I mean, don't take it wrong. You know, hey, go wherever we need to go, whatever. I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mind is. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see what's the difference between these U.S. dollars and dollars over there, and I want to see what the investment look. If I really like it over there, and I like it, but I won't always want to go, but I like it because I like it, and certain reason why I like it. But if I'm going there, I'm going to intentions of next time I go, I'm going there, and there's something going to be there waiting on me. It's going to be an investment there. There's going to be a partner. There's going to be an arrangement there. It's going to be something that I can go into, and you know, and it might be real estate. It might be the resources that's over in that country. It might be someone that's thriving over there, and I might invest in them just to get it off the ground. You know, you see what I'm saying? I'm very intentional, and I think that you should be too. I'm not trying to say it's, the difference between a saint and a savage is that you need both of them. You gotta be a saint and a savage, guys. And a lot of people don't get that. You know, sometimes the saint will save you, sometimes the savage will have to come in and save you because you never know who you're gonna run into, right? Okay, so when I'm talking about these business models, guys, I'm talking about being able to take what you know and take it, whether be in the boardroom or you take it when you're out there doing your research online. Look at these gray areas and getting yourself into something that's going to come back and it's going to be profitable for you at one day at a time. Sooner than later, then have a three or 4 year contingent plan on. Okay, I want to get these things done. Okay, right now, at the end of this month, flying out to San Diego, having a one-on-one, having pretty much like a Shark Tank situation with Matthew Knowles. We got the Funding Academy that really just jumped off that I'm really excited about. Yesterday, I talked to a guy that told me that I was in the book of, what was that really?
Library of Congress.
The Library of Congress. Boys in the Library of Congress. Appreciate that. Big shout out to my man A-Dub. Put me in that book, man. He's pretty much has made a national movement when it comes to domestic violence and things like that. The Family Man, big ups to my man right there. He's doing it real big. Y'all see that? Go out and get that book, man. The stuff right there. That's what you need in your life. It's about how we reacting to things, and he turned lemons into lemonade with his life. And I'm very proud of him. And he actually shared in that book how I changed his life. And so that's huge. People that's really working in their purpose. That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect example, right? I always wanted to, to have a connection with kids that that's not so fearful, that thinks about magical stuff and wants to create stuff or you remember when you was a kid before people tell you, oh man, you can't do this, you can't do this, oh that's too high, oh man, that's too much. But just imagine that mindset, and you still had that before you got subliminally programmed into saying that these things are not possible, or those things are it's too extreme, right? So that's the game that we're playing with, guys. Business as usual. Definitely give your ducks in a row. Think about the hybrid model that's going on in your life. What you like, what you love, right? And get yourself around those type of activities, man. You like cooking? Well, then think about, putting yourself set up that you can, put something out there and help people. I don't know. It might be coming from the heart. You might want to, help the homeless. Or you might want to get a food truck. Or you might be able to do both. Feed the homeless from the food truck. I'm going to tell you something. There's the government is giving away trillions of dollars this year. Do you realize that we just went through a recession? Do you realize that the economy has to come back? Do you realize that this country has ran off small businesses? Do you realize that's why they set up PPP, while most of the people that was really mostly very important to the government was the companies that had under 20 employees? That's what runs this country, guys. It's not the big conglomerates like Walmart and all those others. It's these people that's going out here every day that's making those 6-figure incomes. It might be good, might have, definitely living some pretty good lives, but that's what we have to do. So I want you to get in the game. That's your investment right there. That's your business model. Get in the game. Okay? So definitely, guys, this is Meta Marvin. I just want to be able to let you guys know, Funding CEO. I'm going to be opening up a whole lot of different purposeful type of living connections and strategic things that we could be looking for, guys. Now, when it comes to this funding and when it comes to this PPP and a lot of this other stuff that people's talking about, yes, we do have a lot of that going on in the house. But at the end of the day, I definitely want you guys to start looking at a lot of this soft pull programs that we have available for you. I want you to be able to look at a lot of these programs that I can be able to look and tell you. A lot of this, I'm going to just say this, a lot of the consultation that I'm talking to people about is sometimes it's not even be around business. Sometimes I'm really telling them, man, what do you want to do? Well, man, I was thinking about this and I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this. Well, what do you have going on right now? Well, this and this and that. Well, what do you do with your time? Well, I do this and this and that. So, I mean, you ain't really trying to do nothing. You know, I'm trying to tell people, what do you do with your time? And whatever you love doing, make a business out of it. Be real with yourself. You know, I think people even get paid sometimes for watching certain TV channels. I mean, it's all kind. I'm telling you, people get paid for stuff that they do all the time. Huh? Yeah, video games. People get paid to play video games. Like, I mean, guys. I mean, if you're gonna whatever. I'm just saying, just be intentional with your time and make things. Got to make sense. Okay. I love business. I love the acumen of. I love the lining of being able to structure deals and to morph relationships and to get my hands on a lot of stuff. It's really, you know, I just love it. You know, so it comes naturally for me. But for you, I'm just saying whatever comes natural for you, just make it a business. You know. And you know, you make it a business, and you get something you like, and you know, your life could change just like that, guys. And I want you to do it because maybe you can be an example for your kids, or your brother, or whoever in your family, because so they won't be out here thinking that it's end all be all, that they got to go to high school and go work for Amazon or go get a job somewhere, because that necessarily don't always have to be that way. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't have to be that way. All right. So walk into your truth, guys, and understand business is your business. It's what you doing every day. It's how you spending your time, right? You hear I say on Meta Marvin all the time, money is my own natural energy yield. When I say that, it's about what you're doing with your time. What are you yielding out there? What are people paying for, right? And you'll be amazed what people pay for. So, you know, it's a lot of things out here, guys. So I just wanted to get more into more of the creativity of understanding how life can be portrayed as a business model today. I wanted to let you guys know that definitely go to Funding-Credit. It's going to be a lot happening on the back end. We got about maybe 5 or 6 or 7 URLs about to be popping up out there. It's going to be really live and going. We're going to be going hard behind the scenes and trying to make some revenues, make money, man. You know, get some money running through these accounts and running through everything. I'm pushing everybody. Go hard, man. Go hard. You know. But at the end of the day, guys, I haven't been talking about so much with credit cards and things like that, but yeah, the credit cards are pretty much still a good thing to look at. You want to have a few, fine. Now, as far as when it comes to large purchases and things like that, it's cool. You know, I mean, a credit card for me, if you want to get engaged with it, there's things that we can do. We can get you unsecured lines of funding. We can get you all that type of stuff. I just showed my man, I got the Rolodex sitting in front of me right now. I know every credit bureau that's out there. That runs in whatever bank. I know what credit bureau pulls from. I know what the first credit card that you can ask for. I know what the credit needs to look like to get the credit card. I know all that. You know what it comes from knowing people and data mining, doing research. It's all out there. It's live, guys. I mean, you go find out yourself. You know, but see, that's the business that I'm in, and people pay me for information. You know what I'm saying? So if I put a course out and I said, let me show you how to go get the best 10 cards that can give you $10,000 a piece. And I'm gonna tell you what bureau it pulls from. I'm gonna tell you what card to ask for. And I say, I'm selling that for $2,000. Do you think how many people do you think that's gonna get that when they know they about to get over $100,000? Do you think they would pay for that? Information, data. business. Get you one. Do what you love to do. Put your information out there. If you don't have the information, go get it. Everything's online. YouTube University is making people millionaires, whether they got a channel or they watching and learning from YouTube or want from somebody else's channel. And definitely, guys, definitely hit us up. Subscribe to the Funding Credit channel. You know, I'm always schooling, trying to put people on type of type of information I think that they can go out. I always want to make people ponder, think, and go out and do what they need to do. You deserve it. Deserve to live a good life. This COVID thing has really pushed a lot of people against the wall, but business is out here, guys. Listen, don't get caught up in the hype, man. You know, when I ride around and I see these people out here still building these bridges and building these highways, don't get caught up in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up. All right. So, this thing is still thriving. So if you think that it's over, then it's over. But I think this is just a good dynamic time for people that really want to take it to the next level and make their life easier. This is the perfect time to do so. It really is. It's a good time to get into business, guys, and do what you love to do. Don't just do something for the money. You know, you look on something and do something that you really care about and do, and it won't even be work anymore. Sometimes you have to create it. That's what a business for. But if not, go out there and work and do something that you love to do. But even in that, when I was working 9-to-5s, I was always thinking, wow, man, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could do that. I couldn't do it if I was working there, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said hybrid model. Hybrid your life. It's this and it's this. All right. So, guys, that's pretty much it from the Funding CEO today. I just pretty much want to just keep us a little bit, chill. I know everybody's like trying to, get through March, getting into April. Hope everybody out here making some good decisions, getting with some people, get you some mentors. Me and Louis been around a lot of good stuff, even with these kids, man. You got to get you some mentors out here. Real talk. You can't do this stuff on your own. You can't live life on your own. Don't even try it. Don't try to be a hermit and all that other kind of stuff because it ain't going to work, man. You're going to be listening to yourself. You're going to be driving yourself in the damn wall. You can't see people that's real with you. They're going to tell you the real about what's going on in your life. They're going to tell you to try it. Well, it ain't going to hurt to try it. Go ahead. If that's what you want to do, you need to do it. That's what you need. You don't need to be with all these scary folks on Facebook and sitting here and trying to watch what everybody else doing, right? You need somebody out there to say, hey, man, look, hey, man, I see you've been successful with this. I'd love to be able to get under you and learn from you, man. And that's the best way to do it, guys. And my A-Dub said it last night, and I'm going to say it this time. Do not lose respect for yourself. Don't go around people trying to steal people's ideas, guys. Do it the honorable way. Get off your ego. Come to whoever you feel that's doing something successful and learn from them. Tell them, hey, this is who I am. I love your work. I'd love to be able to shadow you or whatever we would need to do. I don't mind giving you a few hours of time of my own time to help you out or whatever, just to learn. You'd be amazed when people do that when you come at them straight. Don't be trying to come around people and say, well, man, I just want to do this and that stuff have happened to me so much now. It's like, it doesn't scare me anymore, and it doesn't even penetrate me because you know what? I'm always doing something else. So when you're learning, when you think I'm on 5, I'm on 10 already. I'm about to turn the curve and start all over again with something else. Well, I'm about to turn it to another direction. So I've marbled all this information. And with all this information, I said, what I want to do with this? Yeah. So, you can have that when you have the experience and do things like that, guys. So if y'all been out here and you've experienced or you've been on a job for years and years and years, use that experience for your benefit. Go out and do something with it. Start teaching it, right? So just a little bit of Funding CEO, man, just shooting it out there to you. Like, look, get into the business, guys. Make sure you protect your assets. Make sure you get your insurances and get your stuff rolling. Take care of your health. Make sure that you're right on paper. Something ever happens to one of you and your family members, think about it. You got to be the one who's got to take care of those issues, guys. Be ready. Okay? All right. So that means go out there and live the life you want, but do what you love to do. I definitely, I'll put you this way. If you go out and do what you love to do, whatever you're doing is going to love you back. Okay? That's just what it is. All right? You know, I always say it. What you're seeking is seeking you, but you got to move your feet. All right? See you on the other side. Peace. Funding CEO.